Hey guys, it's your girl Marcia, and I just got back from my doctor's appointment. Actually, I'm literally still on the hospital grounds, and as you can see, I still have my badge on. And I just wanted to give you this update, while I'm still here, while I'm still processing the information that I got, because I didn't want to forget anything, because my memory is very, very bad. I'm even forgetting things as we speak, or as I'm speaking right now. But I wanted to give you the information as I got it. So I never really spoke about this before on my channel. I've hinted at it, but I've never really said it explicitly. So here it goes. And it's not really something that I speak about too much, even for people who know about it. I've never really spoken about it. I try to speak about it as little as possible. So I am an epileptic, and I have been for many, 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 many years. And I'm not gonna go into the background of my epilepsy in this video, but in another video I'll talk about how I discovered I had epilepsy and my years of living with epilepsy. I'm just gonna talk about today's visit. So the reason for today's visit was to talk about other options concerning my epilepsy, how it can be better controlled, and just how I can do things differently than how I've been doing it. And the funny thing is, when I walked in and they took my weight, I thought that was going to be the most discouraging part of my visit. But she came in, and when I say discouraging, it's just there was more to this visit than I anticipated. Anyway, let me get straight to the point. So the reason for this visit today was because I wanted to explore the surgery route. Okay? So I did a few tests over the past few months, past couple months. I've been doing a lot of testing, MRI. They've been injecting me with dyes and stuff to kind of make sure and pinpoint where the seizures have been coming from, and comparing it to other information that they have from other tests and things like that. One of the tests that they have is inconclusive, so I gotta come back again and wait for a doctor call and things like that. But anyway, they presented me with a few different options. They said, if when they review the information that they have, that is a door slamming every time someone goes in and out that you hear. Sorry about that. They said one of the options that I have, if they are able to determine, that is annoying me, I'm so sorry. One of the options that I do have, once and if they're able to determine where the seizures are coming from, is for them to remove that part of the brain. And that really, I don't know if that made me sad, but it made me emotional to think that they're gonna go in and remove a part of my brain. But she said that that's my best option of living a seizure-free life. And she said many people have done it, and it can be very successful. What I should have asked was, what are the non-success rates? What happens to those people who it's not successful for? But from what I gathered from her, it seemed like they're very thorough, and they don't go through with that unless the pros outweigh the cons. And she said that there are other options. So she said, if they're not able to determine, basically without a shadow of a doubt, which side the seizures are coming from, what they do is they go in and they put in, I forgot the name of it, but it's basically like a pacemaker. It's electrodes they put in, but it's basically like a pacemaker. So every time you have a seizure, it basically shocks your brain so that it stops the seizure, number one, but also it records and it tells them which side of the brain the seizure is coming from. So that's helpful in that it can help you to be able to receive the surgery in the future if you're not eligible for the brain, that section of the brain removal initially. And she also said that why removing that brain is not necessarily a bad thing, because once you've been having seizures as long as I have, that part of the brain is not functioning at its optimal level anyway, so removing it is probably not that big of a deal. Then she said there's something else, and there's another option, which I don't know for sure is an option or it's a pre-surgery measure. Maybe other epileptics who have considered this route or who have been through this can help me out. She says something like water, and I'm gonna like look into it myself, but it's like once she mentioned that removing that brain portion, like I was not paying attention probably as fully as I should have, but it's like it threw me. But it's like now that I'm in a better place and I'm processing it a little bit better. So she said it's a water test or something, and maybe before I upload this I'll look into it and I'll have more information. All right guys, I'm back with that information regarding water as promised. What they're gonna do is they're gonna call you into the hospital, and basically for all intents and purposes, the way she explained it to me was that they're gonna induce basically a mini stroke. They're gonna immobilize the right side of the brain. For example, if the piece of brain that they're removing is on the right side, they're gonna immobilize that right side of the brain. And they're gonna see if your left side can pull the weight of the right side. Also, she said something about, it starts with an A. It sounds like algorithm. I don't know. But it's something where they put, I don't know, it's basically a needle in the vein in your groin, and it goes basically up to your brain, and then they're able to, I guess, determine more or less which side of the brain the seizures are coming from. So y'all help me. I don't know. Help me decide. People who have been through this, help me figure this out. I feel a little bit lighter than I did coming out of the doctor's office, but this is still a lot to process, and I'm still gonna follow through with this. And in another video, I'm gonna tell you about my epilepsy journey through all the years. That's it for now.